Well, good evening, everybody. You are looking live at a sold-out Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagle Gymnasium. It's Arch Rivalry Night, Arch Rivalry Week in basketball, collegiately and in high school, and it's also a battle for Wayne County supremacy. Hi again, everyone. I'm Dave Barnick, along with Matt Moose Verkey, and we're here to broadcast what should be a thrilling affair, a rematch of a game that took place a month or so ago, in which the visiting Golden Eagles defeated Lyons, but Lyons looking to avenge that loss and gain a share of the Wayne County League title as both teams look to secure and head into their hopes for sectional titles. Good evening, Matt.
Hey, Dave. How you doing? Game at the Atwood Gym in Lyons was a great game, and Lyons was out there leading scorer and top rebounder Trey Johnson. And it was a game that was tied at halftime. Clyde took a 2-point lead in the fourth quarter. It was back and forth. Then Clyde went out a little run late and ended up winning by 6 points, I believe. But tonight Trey Johnson's playing. Unfortunately, Lyons is going to be down Alex Mussolina, he's out indefinitely from tonight's game, which kind of hurts them defensively because he was the guy who was guarding Tom Canale, who's a great player for Clyde. So we'll have to see how Lyons adjusts without Mussolina tonight, but should be a great game.
Well, Tom Canale, you mentioned, who actually was scoring points for the blue and gold of the DeSales Saints of Geneva prior to that school closing, came back to his hometown Clyde. He's had a tremendous season, but he was a game-time decision according to what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, they said he had hurt his ankle or sprained ankle. I'm not sure if it was practice or the game, but he looks pretty good tonight warming up, so I think he's good to go from what I could tell.
You get that adrenaline flowing, and you know this better than anyone. That ankle, especially when you're playing your arch rivalry, rival game, doesn't seem to hurt so much until after the game.
Sure. When Jim Cicropi said he might not play, I didn't really believe him. I thought he'd be out there, and he looks good to go tonight.
Well, Dylan Veter, one of the starters for Lyons, his father, former Lyons coach, former South Seneca coach, a sectional championship coach, he said the Lyons have a little trouble putting the ball in the hole. He thinks the work is cut out for him tonight here at home against Clyde. How do you size things up?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great game. Lyons has trouble scoring against some of the better teams. They had a lot of trouble against Newark, some of the more athletic teams, and Clyde presents a great challenge. They got good height, they got good quickness all around. I think keys for Lyons tonight, they need to get on the boards. They're a much smaller team than Clyde, but they're quicker, I think, and they need to use their quickness, and if they can rebound with Clyde, I think they got a shot tonight.
Now, both schools are competing in Class C of Section 5 play, but in different divisions of Class C or different classifications. Clyde seems to have secured the number 1 spot, and Lyons, we have this information down, I think.
They're a 2 right now.
Number 2, yes.
Lyons is a 2 in Class C2, and if they lose tonight, they could slide down to a 4, maybe 5, so it's a big game for them. They had the number 1 seed up to a couple weeks ago when they lost to Newark, and they slid down a little bit, but in Class C2, there's a lot of teams that are, 14-3, 14-2, so Lyons could slide down a little bit. Clyde, I believe, is going to be the number 1 seed in Class C3, and Naples, kind of a surprise team from the Finger Lakes West, is going to be the number 2 seed, so we could see a possible Clyde-Naples matchup in the final there. In Class C2, that Lyons, there's a lot of good teams, Calmum, Geneseo. That's kind of up in the air right now with the top 5 or 6 teams in that class have a shot for sectional title.
And of course, we touched on the Honeyway situation last night. We may or may not get into it tonight, which has allowed Naples maybe, or assisted them in some ways of vaulting up there, but Naples has had a great year.
Yep.
And here, Clyde and Lyons both competing. Your Miners Academy Blue Devils look to be in a pretty good position to compete for a Class C1 title.
Yeah, I think Miners is going to be a 3 seed in Class C1. Batavia and Notre Dame, who went to the state D final last year, and Section 5 decided to move them up to Class C1, unfortunately, for Miners. I think they're kind of, Addison's 15-1, 16-1. They're the 2 seeds, so they could present some trouble for Miners if they end up meeting. But I see that playing out with a Miners Batavia Notre Dame final, and that should be a great game.
Well, we'll be congratulating either one team on a Wayne County solo title. That would be Clyde if they won tonight, or both teams on sharing the title if Lyons pulls off the victory here tonight. We might as well also congratulate the Geneva High Panthers over a hot Newark Red team secured first place championship in the Finger Lakes East last evening.
Yeah, that's great for Coach Miller at Geneva. Those kids have worked hard all year, and they've overcome some adversity, and they've been able to fight through that, and undefeated in league play this year. And you know, Geneva's got bigger goals really now, looking at sectionals, that Class A title. It's been a while since Geneva's been into the sectional finals or won the sectional title, so they're looking forward to sectionals, and they had a great regular season winning the Finger Lakes East.
That looks to be a very competitive, tough bracket. But let the festivities begin, and we will take a break and be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll tip this thing off and talk more about Clyde-Savannah and Lyons basketball.
Finger Lakes residents, have you been injured and deserve compensation? Call Madame Maris and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys. Your case deserves personal attention. At Madame Maris and Ricky, they know you by name, not just a number on a folder. Call the Finger Lakes Personal Injury Hotline at 315-568-0911. That's 315-568-0911. Madame Maris and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys.
Come out to the incredible Colburn Park for a new season of Pilots baseball and new memories for the whole family. It's a true family value. The Newark Pilots. See tomorrow's Major League stars today. For more information, go to newarkpilots.com.
The most valuable things are always passed down from generation to generation. It's true for your family, and it's true for our bank. For more than 140 years at Generations Bank, we greeted you by name, planned with you for the future, and stood by you when you need a hand. It's what we do, and what we'll continue to do for generations into the future. We might look different now, but in the important ways, we're exactly like we've always been. Stop in your local branch or go to mygenbank.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at Clyde-Savannah, a very warm gymnasium. No problems with the temperature being too frigid in here. And you can hear the very loud public address announcer behind us. So maybe we should let the starting lineup be introduced by this very vocal public address man.
Well, be reminded that you are to stay in your seats while the game is in session. Please do not leave. You can walk on the court while the game is playing, only during intermission and quarter breaks.
Sectional play, by the way, is scheduled to start next week for most teams, although some of the higher seeds benefit from a bye and can be off for a week or so.
Yep, a lot of teams won't play to the following weekend, most likely, for the top 2 or 3 seeds.
Is that Harold Weber in that Golden Eagle suit?
I think it might be.
Please rise for the singing of our national anthem by Miss Mary Kent and Olivia Arliss.
We'll take a break from one of our fine sponsors, and we'll be right back with tonight's tip-off.
Attention Finger Lakes residents, have you been injured and deserve compensation? Call Madame Maris and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys. Your case deserves personal attention. At Madame Maris and Ricky, they know you by name, not just a number on a folder. Call the Finger Lakes Personal Injury Hotline at 315-568-0911. That's 315-568-0911. Madame Maris and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys.
The Newark Pilots. See tomorrow's Major League stars today. For more information, go to newarkpilots.com.
people are fired up here. They would be no matter what the opponent happened to be or who they happen to be, but a little special icing on the cake when you're going into a game competing for a championship against your main rival right up the road. And how many of these have taken place over the years? Much like other great rivalries, of course, notably for yourself, Waterloo and Minders. But starting lineups being introduced, maybe you know a little bit about these kids, Matt.
Yeah, Damian Sky, he's a junior. He's going to play the point guard for them. Trey Johnson, he missed the first game. He's back playing tonight. He's the leading scorer. Tony Franklin, another senior starter for Lions. Devin Beater's a 4-year starter for Lions, and he's going to have a big game tonight offensively for Lions to have a shot tonight.
And get ready for a little more noise here, as I'm sure it'll be stirred up an extra level. Last night we had the opportunity to broadcast the Penn Yan victory at Waterloo. Well, that's got to be warm, doesn't it, Matt?
Clyde's made a few changes tonight for senior night. They're starting trying to start all their seniors, so it doesn't look like Bogans is going to start tonight for Clyde.
I had a nice opportunity to chat with head coach Tim Jackson, whose daughter did very well on the Rush Henrietta State Championship teams and is now playing for Queens College in New York City.
Nice.
I asked him what to expect tonight. He said, it's Lyons Clyde, throw all the records, all the statistics out, and brace yourself for a great one. So we're moments away from tip-off. Matt Verkey, I'm Dave Barnick. Of course, Jim Sinacropi, owner, operator, director, producer. Ace cameraman Jeremy Hunt. And we hope you're comfortable wherever you might be viewing and listening to tonight's contest. 16-1. The Clyde, their lone loss, a holiday tournament loss at a very fine Watkins Glen team. And Lyons has lost once to Clyde and once to Newark.
Yep. Yeah, and nothing wrong with those two losses. Lyons went and challenged himself and played Newark out of league, and it was a good game, and Newark was able to come out with a win.
We're underway. The tap controlled by the Golden Eagles in their home white, purple striping with gold trim. Lions in their traveling maroon and white uniforms. Molisani over, and the ball's deflected. Veter on the steal, looking, going to take it himself, lay it up, no. And scramble for the loose ball, and Button, who's got the button? And Devin Veter shaken up underneath the basket on that play.
Yeah, I think he landed awkwardly on the drive to the basket, and I think he's going to be all right, but he appears he either twisted an ankle maybe or got the wind knocked out of him.
His uncle, fine player at Romulus, as was his father, made the trip up from Florida to watch senior night and his nephew play ball.
Nice. It's like.
And here's a strip and a steal.
It's Molisani.
And I don't know if that was a shot or a pass off the backboard, but it didn't go in. And both teams a little tight early, Verk.
Yeah, kind of feeling each other out, get some of the nerves out.
Drive no good, but
thought DeSanto got away with a walk there on this drive.
Patrick Harper inside, lots of contact. They're letting him play early. Jay Billis will be up off his seat.
Yeah, Lions came out straight man-to-man. They have Tony Franklin draw the assignment on Canale and did a nice job there in the post.
High percentage shot, but won't go by Franklin. Layup, no, but a foul. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking about right now, Matt, that if I was at Syracuse, I'd still be standing.
Yeah, even after the foul shots, they need a made basket to sit down. But, yeah, kind of a little wild here early on. Some banging going on, and the refs are letting them play, which I like to see.
So Harper at the line for 2 and gets the first point of the contest a minute and a half into quarter number 1. Second shot, also good. And we see some full court pressure, Matt.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little 1-2-2 by Clyde. They like the pressure.
Driving, leave-off pass, and lots of contact. They let the first guy get away with it. Now maybe they did call it.
Yeah, nice drive there by Trey Johnson. He was able to get to the baseline, and he found DJ Long. And DJ got fouled going up for the little jump shot.
So they got Trey Johnson with the pass off, and the foul will go against Tom Molizani. First shot no good. Foul shots may determine this game. They do a lot of them, especially in the closer contests.
Yeah, last year we were here and we did a webcast of the game and came right down to the wire. Clyde had a chance to win it at the buzzer, and they had a three-pointer that they really didn't get a great look at.
Molizani, this is Harper, no, and tapped up. Lions with a rebound. Looking to get the tie, a three-pointer.
DJ Long.
Lead. Veter directing traffic out front. Shot clock, still plenty of time, down to 15. Clyde with a good defense.
Yeah, they're playing straight man. Lions having trouble finding a good look here early.
Shot from outside won't go, and tapped out though to Veter, who, as he falls down, slaps it to a teammate, and wild affair here. And here's the runner. The teardrop won't go. Turnaround jumper off glass won't go. And we still don't have a field goal, but Lions retains possession.
Yeah, a couple shots there they thought were going to fall, and they came off the rim.
Lots of contact. That will send Trey Johnson to the line. And both teams wild and ragged play.
Yeah, everybody's playing hard, and they just can't get one to fall here for Lions.
The Lions fortuitously getting several tries offensively on this possession. And there's the first point of the night for the Lions.
Looks like they had DeSanto on the foul. That'd be one on him. I thought it might go to Canale, but they had DeSanto before he ran into Canale.
1 out of 2 and a whistle. Just knocked out of bounds to Clyde. And Clyde returning, or Lions returning the favor with a bit of
yeah, a little half-court trap here, 1-2-2. Trying to slow Clyde down a little bit. That's 10 seconds.
That was close, but he threw it away. Here comes Veter. No-look pass inside. Off glass and good. And I think that was
DJ Long, I believe, made that one.
Sloppy play early. Clyde driving, a little head fake. Open man, Harper, short. And boy, he did call the foul. I was thinking they was going to call a jump ball. And it's like, that's 2 points in wrestling for a takedown.
Yeah, I think Veter had control there, and Harper came in and knocked him down and kind of dove on top of him. And I thought the ref made the right call there with the foul.
I'll tell you, whichever team catches their breath first might get a little offensive burst because the adrenaline and emotions running high.
Yeah, I think Lions got to be happy with the start here. Early 3-2 lead, and they seem to be the aggressor so far.
Driving the lane and getting fouled was Damian Scott. Now, Mussolino would typically guard Canale, I think you were telling me.
Yeah, I know in the first game he did a pretty good job on Canale, and Canelli's got a lot of size on him, but Mussolino's a hard-nosed kid. He's a great defender, so that's where they're going to miss him the most tonight. And it looks like Lions, Tony Franklin for Lions, who's also a good athlete in his own, is going to guard Canelli tonight.
And our first substitution of the night. Lions on the perimeter.
Yep, Clyde came in with Jermaine Bogan there, who's usually a starter for them. He's been a little hurt, and I'm not sure if he didn't start because he was hurt or just because he's been a little banged up. But he's back in there now, and he's a big part of Clyde's team.
Well, maybe the junior-senior thing also.
Yeah.
As Veter bounce pass inside, great feed. And the basket by D.J. Long. And he has 4 of the Lions' 5 points.
Yeah, real nice play by Vita there. Drew some penetration, drew 2 men, and laid it in.
Great pass and a blocking foul against Lions will send Clyde's Jermaine Bogan making his presence felt early.
Yeah.
Jermaine, obviously a fan of Elvis Presley. Got the long sideburns working.
Yeah, and he was somebody who was really the go-to guy for Clyde last year. And this year with the emergence of Canelli, he's kind of, I don't think he's averaging as much as he did last year, but when they played last year, Lions had a lot of trouble with him just because he's 6'5", he's a great athlete. Lions is not real big inside, and last year Jermaine really, I think he had like 25 points and 15 rebounds in the game last year.
Well, nice form at the line, but he ins and outs it. Gets that one. Halfway through quarter number 1, low scoring first 4 minutes of the game. Driving and slapped away from behind. Nice make-up defense by Molizani.
Yep. And Clyde also came in with number 3, Joel, I think you say Finelli?
Faniel.
Okay.
That's according to the student section here at Clyde, helping us out, trying to sell you and myself earlier some towels to no avail.
And he's a great athlete. He did real well for him this year on the football field. It brings a little more athleticism and quickness off the bench. I don't think Coach Jackson was happy with the way Vito was driving, so he brought in Fanile to guard him.
Pretty good defense showing so far, and good patience by Lions, but they're still on the perimeter. Shot clock down to 3. Lions better get it up, and a forced shot is an air ball and a shot clock violation.
Yeah.
One of the disadvantages to these two, obviously, the 2 best teams in the Wayne County League, that they play a lot of games that have been blowouts, Matt.
Yep.
So having to apply as much defensive pressure as necessary tonight is a factor.
Yeah, both these teams are kind of used to having their way against some of the bottom of the league teams in Wayne County. So this is a little different for them. They're not scoring as easy. And I thought Lions saw some of that in Newark, playing a good athletic team. They really had a lot of trouble scoring. And so far tonight, it's been the same case.
There's the stop and pop, rims out, no good by DeSanto. And Lions in traffic, and timeout called by a very vocal coach, Brian Miller. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Madej, Maris, and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys, Generations Bank, the Newark Pilots, see tomorrow's Major League Stars today, and of course FingerLakes1.com. We're pleased to be here in Clyde tonight. And early impressions, Matt, to me it seems like both teams still got to get that adrenaline and blood pressure down a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're still filling each other out. Not a lot of clean play. A lot of fouls so far. Both teams are being super aggressive. It's a great atmosphere. They're playing hard, and they'll settle down and start making some jumpers here eventually.
And the pressure continues, and Lions breaks it, and wow, good dish off. I think maybe Hunter could have taken that himself.
Yeah. Damon Hunter's a sophomore. He didn't play in the Newark game, but he's a good scorer off the bench for Coach Young, and he really makes things happen when he's out there. And Lions did a great job there, but they should have finished with 2 points there, one way or the other.
And the pressure, you might call that in tennis an unforced error, but I think the pressure actually forced Lions or Clyde into a little quicker pass than they normally expect to do.
Lions made a couple subs also. They brought in number 22, Maurice Wells, and number 14, Jacob Kehoe, who's really one of their better big guys. He's really a strong kid, good football player.
Veter, now the dish off deep, high arching shot, gets the roll, and that is the sophomore from Lions, Damon Hunter, with a 3 ball. Wasn't pretty, but it looks good in the scoring column.
got a great roll on that shot, and that's what Coach Young likes about him. He gives him a little bit more scoring, which Lions really.
So the somewhat potent Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagle offense held to 3 points through 6 minutes plus. Now
interesting. Clyde also took Canale out of the game. Not sure if that's due to the ankle or just coach wasn't happy with a couple things he's been doing.
Nice pass. Clyde back, but the one-hand jump hook won't go, and here comes Clyde looking to run.
I think Bogan's intimidated down there a little bit on that shot.
So they'll reset the offense. And driving through the lane, dishing off, and out of bounds, another turnover.
Yeah, DeSanto trying to make a little 3-foot pass there, put a little too much on it, and I think he just needs to go up and try to score there.
8-3 your score, 1:26 remaining. You are viewing and listening to Finger Lakes One Sports. Really happy that we're not seeing that north of the thruway snow effect. Veter playing catch with a sophomore out front, Hunter. Finds Veter, who head fakes the three. There's another three ball. Bam!
Hunter feeling it here early. He's pretty excited after making that one.
The first one was dirty. That was nothing but net. Little head fake on the side, spinning in the lane, and a nice bucket and a much-needed move and bucket by Cam DeSanto.
Yeah, that was a great move by DeSanto. Used his body and was able to use the spin move and banked it home for two. Great move.
Nice to see so many old acquaintances this evening. A lot of people turning out for this game for the championship, and we have a turnover. Here comes Clyde. Tricky dribble by Johnson. Leaves right side, shot no good. High rebound for Faniel, but their shooting for the most part is off so far. We got 3 seconds left in the period. Do they know it? They do not. They will not get a shot off. And that'll do it. A fast-paced, turnover-plagued first quarter that finds the visiting Lions ahead 11-5. And we will be back after these words from one of our sponsors.
The Newark Pilots. See tomorrow's Major League stars today. For more information, go to newarkpilots.com.
The most valuable things are always passed down from generation to generation. It's true for your family, and it's true for our bank. For more than 140 years at Generations, it's what we do, and what we'll continue to do for generations into the future. We might look different now, but in the important ways, we're exactly like we've always been. Stop in your local branch or go to mygenbank.com.
Well, here at Clyde, New York, happy to be with Section 5 and Minders Hall of Famer Matt Verkey. Matt, a frenetic pace, but as far as efficiency on offense, pretty poor by both teams, but Lions has the edge.
Yeah, there's no lack of effort in that first quarter, but not a lot of great play. And, the story of the game so far has been Damon Hunter hitting 2 threes. He's got 6 of Lions' 11 points, and he's been the difference so far.
Faniel will give to Johnson. Foul before the shot. Non-shooting affair.
It was on Kehoe trying to guard Jermaine Bogan.
So Coach Brian Miller orchestrating the efforts of Lions, a multiple-time guest on Finger Lakes One.
Zach Young, Coach of Lions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can only read what I see here.
Let's get rid of that.
Who's responsible for that?
I'm not sure.
Right. Here's the pickoff by Lions, another Clyde turnover, looking to race down court and shifting gears but missing. Tip up, no good. And it's off, lost by Lions.
Nice effort by Lions there. Trey Johnson was able to get the layup, and then I thought DJ Long was going to have the follow-up, but neither of them went. Kind of a missed opportunity there.
The information was right. I just had the name wrong, Matt.
Okay.
And We have traveling called
Yes.
on Johnson. So he's off to a rough start early. Or, excuse me, on
Bogans?
Bogans, thank you. Jomaine Bogan, the 6'5" junior, so the cupboard will not be bare for next season.
Now, Clyde's got a lot coming back next year. Obviously, they lose Canale.
Canale has had a great season and transitioning. He probably played a lot of basketball during the course of the year with many of these neighbors and friends of his, even though he played at the Sales.
Yeah, he grew up in Clyde and played with these kids when he was younger. Then he transferred over to Sales for a couple of years. But he knew all these kids coming into the year and was well accepted, and seems to be an easy adjustment for him so far.
Steal by Lyons. Poor passing by Clyde. Lyons could have been called for steps there, Damian Scott.
Clyde only has one basket through, with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. They made 3 foul shots and 1 basket, and really out of sync so far tonight.
Really can't fault what Steve Veter told me as far as Lyons not putting a lot of points up, but they've got twice as many as their arch rivals here from Clyde.
Yeah. Nice look there by Trey Johnson, about 18-foot jumper. He wasn't able to make it, though.
Neither team has really established what you would think of offensive tempo that would be to their advantage yet.
Yeah, both teams obviously struggling offensively, and I think the defense, the intensity's been great. And Coach Young going with a couple point guards here. He's got both Damon Scott and Damon Hunter in the game, looking for a little more scoring and maybe some more quickness out there at this point.
So it's Veter, Hunter, and alley-oop pass. Boy, that was a tough one. And now scrambling for the ball, but Clyde still has it.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Young was too happy with that alley-oop attempt there.
Open 3 passed up by Clyde's DeSano, and that one not passed up by Canale, but rims out. They're really out of sync here early, and we're going to have steps. Even with the Golden Eagle mascot partially obstructing our view, that move seemed to have too many batters in it.
No doubt about it. Damon got a little out of control there. Got caught up with some bigger guys underneath and shuffled his feet.
Pressure continues, that trapping.
I think the trap has kind of affected Clyde tonight. They've really struggled getting into their offense.
Canale gets it inside, moves the ball to protect away from a block, and gets his first hoop of the night.
Yeah, I think that's where he's got the advantage. He's a big kid. He's pretty muscular. He's got to use his size down low.
So that's our only points of the second quarter. A little emotion showed by the sophomore, a tad more, and we might have had a free throw coming up. And right in front of our broadcast table, Joe Faniel will inbound. Tom Molizani, that's a Clyde name from that sectional and state championship team back in the 90s when they defeated Adano Foyle's Hamilton High team in the state semis.
Yeah, there's been a lot of Molizanis to make their way through Clyde. And Jeff Molizani was a good player at Clyde, and he graduated in '89, I believe, and went on to be I think he might have led the nation in assists up at RIT.
So, Lions trying to get on. I don't think they've scored this.
No, it's this quarter's 2-0 Clyde.
That's right.
So not a lot of action here. A lot of action, not a lot of scoring, I should say.
Well said. Well stated. Veter, bounce pass inside. Pretty good defense and nowhere to go with it, so they throw it out to the corner, and it's batted and kept alive. Lions winning the 50-50 battle right now, Matt.
Yeah, they're getting on the boards, just not converting.
And stepping on the end line, that's just a careless play. These kids have played, let's see, this is their 18th game and I don't know, 75 practices or whatever. And especially at home, you would think you'd know where that end line is, but again, emotions run high in a rivalry such as this.
Yeah, I think right now Lyons likes the matchup with Harper guarding Trey Johnson. He was able to get baseline, and he found DJ Long for about a 10-foot jumper last time. Let's see what they do this time.
Really trouble getting it inside. The sophomore will take it, and a good move, but it won't go, and it's slapped out of bounds. Lyons gets another opportunity. 4 minutes, 26 seconds, 2 points scored.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Damon Hunter. Really showing some quickness getting to the basket, and I thought he might have got fouled there after he let that shot go, but ref didn't call it.
Officials got together, and Clyde wants a timeout to get it together. We'll keep it right here. I don't think they looked at the cameras to review that out-of-bounds play, but a nice job when officials get together and say, no, I had it this other way, I saw it okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
that's the kind of teamwork you like to see.
If one official thought he definitely had the right call and he wants to overrule it, it's great that they can talk about it and hopefully get the right call. Unfortunately, we can't really see that right corner too well with the Clyde fans here, so I didn't really see who it went off of.
Well, as I said, my old broadcast partner, Jack DiPaolo, in attendance tonight, and my very good friend from Waterloo, whose nephew is on the squad. Tom DeSanto came over to the game with me tonight. Mark Dunn, former coach here, and whose father coached at Waterloo High on some of those teams that I was talking to you about prior to coming on the air. And a wild reverse layup attempt, no good, and lost to Lyons.
Yeah, I think Harper should have just went up on the left-hand side there. He tried to reverse it and didn't make it to the other side.
Yeah, I think go for the better shot. If you get blocked, so be it, but you might draw a foul. Right now, again, it's just ragged play. Wild and willy, as they used to say.
First one to 20 wins.
Yeah. Actually, if Lyons can pitch a shutout, here's the shot. Three ball is good.
Damon Hunter.
So Hunter not only gets his third trifecta of the evening, he's now outscored Clyde and the rest of his team 3-2 here in the second quarter, trying to answer with a bomb. Malzani.
Big answer there for Clyde from Malzani.
They needed that, and maybe both teams will start to heat up a little. And that's a play, I think, if you don't have something offensively, which Trey Johnson didn't, you give the ball right back, and instead, and Vita will try for three, rims out. Johnson, I think, tapped it out of bounds, and it'll be Clyde basketball.
Nice look there by Vita. He had it going in and out, but I'm sure Coach Young is happy with that shot. You know, Devin's been a great player for the last 4 years for Lyons, and hasn't really been able to get too many open looks, but he had a couple early penetrations where he found the open man for the layup.
14-10 your score, 4-0 on the board. Driving right through the lane off glass and laying it in is a warming up Tom Malzani. Nice move.
Yeah, I think that was.
Missing the chippy inside and coming out of the pack with a chance to tie it up. Three ball could take the lead. Open three ball from the side. Won't go. Knuckleball thrown up there by Clyde's Joe Faniel. And Lyons has the ball blocked out of bounds.
Franklin go to the rim. Franklin missed an easy layup at the other end. And I think on that last basket for Clyde, it was Cam DeSanto hitting the three.
Oh, the three ball?
The layup, I'm sorry. I think it was DeSanto.
Okay, we'll switch that. He has four on the evening. 14-12 your score. Viter with it. The 2-point lead and the basketball for Lyons. But as I say that, another turnover. Layup, no. Rebound, follow-up, yes.
DeSanto again.
Cam. Lyons trying to answer with a runner in the lane by Trey Johnson. His first field goal of the night.
Yeah, nice take by Trey there, and action's picked up here a little bit with a couple baskets here.
Turnovers still probably for both teams combined higher than the point totals, as Bogan will go to the line after getting hacked inside. but the last couple of minutes has finally seen a little offensive production.
Yeah, both teams got out in transition there a little bit and were able to make some layups finally. I think Lions went to a zone there and it wasn't real active. I think I'd like to see them, use their quickness and stay with a man-to-man defense, even though they're giving up some size inside.
Maurice Wheels into the contest, and he picked up that foul as Bogan connects. He connects here. We're going to have our first tie of the night. Perhaps not the last. And he doesn't get it.
40 seconds to go. Lions can really run that clock down if they choose to here. They can't run it all the way down, but there's about a 7-8 second difference, it looks like, in the shot clock and the game clock.
And they are spreading it out, in fact. Shot clock at 15, game clock at 28. Veter shot deflected, rebound, blocked. Nice play. Here comes the Golden Eagles. Stop and pop. Bang! Danielle with a bucket. And Clyde has the lead. First lead tonight, I believe.
Yeah, for as bad as they played, they could end up going into the half here with the lead.
3 seconds left. Will Lions get it off? No. A turnover. 3/4 length shot will not go. And he would not have won a free car had it went, but an action-packed, turnover-filled, high-intensity first half that finds the Golden Eagles for the first time tonight with the lead, and they go into halftime with that 1 point, 17-16 lead. We'll be back and talk about what else? Basketball, high school, maybe a little college, Section 5 tournament, etc., etc. But we're going to break back for the people that make this and our sports broadcast possible on Finger Lakes 1.
Attention Finger Lakes residents, have you been injured and deserve compensation? Call Madej, Maris, and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys. Your case deserves personal attention. At Madej, Maris, and Ricky, they know you by name, not just a number on a folder. Call the Finger Lakes Personal Injury Hotline at 315-568-0911. That's 315-568-0911. Madej, Maris, and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys.
Come out to the incredible Colburn Park for a new season of Pilots baseball and new memories for the whole family. It's a true family value. The Newark Pilots. See tomorrow's Major League stars today. For more information, go to newarkpilots.com.
The most valuable things are always passed down from generation to generation. It's true for your family, and it's true for our bank. For more than 140 years at Generations Bank, we've greeted you by name, planned with you for the future, and stood by you when you need a hand. It's what we do, and what we'll continue to do for generations into the future. We might look different now, but in the important ways, we're exactly like we've always been. Stop in your local branch or go to mygenbank.com.
We are at halftime. You are viewing the routine being conducted by the Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagle cheerleaders. And I got to say, my former coach, the late, great Jack Guinan, was often accused of turning the thermostat up at our gymnasium. And I don't know if Nick DeCola, Sr., his son now, the AD here, or anybody else from Clyde, and I'm being facetious, but it is mighty warm in here, Matthew.
Yeah, it's got to be pushing 85, 90 degrees, I think. I know I'm sweating, but it is hot, and it's the game was a little rugged to start off with there. I thought they finished the last couple minutes there a little bit better than the first 14 minutes. And Clyde ended up, I don't think Coach Young's too happy that they gave up a lead. I think they were up 16-11 at one point. They ended up going into the halftime down 17-16. And they kind of gave up some easy ones there at the end. And but for the most part, obviously their defense was great all half. And I'm sure overall he's happy to go in the locker room down by 1 right now.
I'm a little disappointed given the superb seasons both teams have had and the number of turnovers and trips down court in which either no shot or very poor shots went up.
Yeah, and I think some of that can be attributed to, you know, the Wayne County League's not a great league top to bottom, and you know, they get nights where, you know, both these teams can kind of just show up and win on their athleticism, and they're just better basketball players. And tonight, you know, they're going up against you know, some great competition on both ends, and they're taking a little bit for them to adjust both ways.
What's interesting is you look at the standings for the Wayne County League, that there are two teams that had basically, I think poor is generous. Is saying Sodus and Red Creek, the type of seasons they have had. Sodus a winless, Red Creek with 2 wins. You got about 4 teams that probably could have finished 3rd through 7, and then the cream of the crop, and it's not the first time this has happened. Clyde and Lyons battling here tonight, and
yeah, you got, you know, Red Creek and Sodus didn't have programs last year. It's their first year back, and Marion actually didn't have a program this year. But East Rochester, who went to the regionals last year in the States, graduated a lot of their best players, so they're down a little bit. You know, North Rose is kind of in the middle, and Williamson's kind of been up and down all year. But you know, Lyons and Clyde definitely the cream of the crop in that league. And you know, and I think, you know, if these teams were in the Finger Lakes East with Newark, Wayne, Geneva, Minders, you know, they might be the 5th and 6th best teams in the Finger Lakes East, and you know, the records obviously reflect that.
Well, for everybody out there, especially the females, we want to wish you a very happy Valentine's Day tomorrow, and I want to remind everybody in the broadcast crew and everybody watching and listening, don't forget Valentine's Day tomorrow. Whoever and wherever your sweetheart may be.
Yeah, happy Valentine's, everyone.
And both of these teams, you know, I was talking to Jeremy a little bit about some of the festivities in the Section 5 tournament, and recalling that even way back when I played, the teams that get to the finals, they have that nice luncheon. Yep. Now it's a Saturday evening affair, I believe. I was looking at the calendar coming up. I'm sure you had an opportunity to go to at least one of those.
Yeah, I played in 3 finals. I lost my first 2, and then obviously, you know, my senior year we went on to win the states. And yeah, it's great for the kids to get recognized, and you know, getting to play in the Blue Cross Arena is just it's a great thrill, and it's something that I know growing up we always talked about, going up to the big house and playing. Not sure how much the kids discuss that these days, but I know back then it was a big thrill to get up there and play. I think I got the opportunity to play there, you know, almost, I think maybe 9 times over my career, and each one of them was very memorable.
It really is, and you know, the difference in the backgrounds playing there are some logistics that make it actually, from a practical viewpoint, a different setting, but the setting itself and knowing how much great play has occurred there at all levels over the many years in the existence of the Rochester Community War Memorial, now called the Blue Cross Your Fingers Arena. But both of these teams, despite the ragged play tonight, would seem to have legitimate shots at Section 5 crowns. Matt, it's been 13 years, I believe, since Clyde has last won a sectional title, and 7 for Lyons.
Yeah, Lyons last won it in 2006, and Clyde last won it in 2000. So, you know, for these teams, that seems like an eternity. You know, Lyons comes in with 13 sectional championships, second most all time behind East, and Clyde has 8 sectional championships. And, you know, late 80s, early 90s, these guys were winning one, if not every year, every other year, and, you know, 2, 3, 4 in a row. And that's, you know, just 2 historic programs that really racked up a lot of sectional championships over the years.
Well, here I feel a bit of a breeze. Somebody must have opened up a door somewhere. And we'd like to remind everyone that a recorded version of this entire broadcast will be available for viewing tomorrow morning and permanently archived at www.fingerlakes1.tv. And it is, as we mentioned, Rivalry Night, Rivalry Week. That includes the collegiate level. I know Jim Sinacropi and myself are both DVRing tonight's trip by the Cuse up to UConn U as well, huh?
Yep.
And I talk to different people, and they say things like, well, they're no good. Syracuse shouldn't have any trouble. You know, any team, every team, as Temple demonstrated and Canisius to them earlier, has talent, and on any given night, as they say, can pull off the big victory, and we see that, which kind of makes the March Madness coming up a lot of fun. and I'm going to spend less time, at least I'm telling myself, determining who to pick, and just give it a little thought, make sure I got Syracuse in there in the Final Four, and maybe a few other sleepers.
Yeah, as much basketball as I watch and pretend I know, I never seem to do very well picking the Final Four. But, you know, talking about Syracuse, and, you know, it's a Big East road game. You know, there's no easy Big East road games. And just play teams that know you. They know how to play against the zone a little better than some of the other teams. But, you know, Connecticut's got a pair of great guards with Napier and Boatwright. And, you know, Syracuse got to play well to win that game.
Well, the current darling, and I say current because that's like yesterday's newspaper, that can change in a hurry, seems to be the University of Miami Hurricanes, Matt.
Yeah, you know, they might be playing. They might deserve the #1 ranking right now. They're 10-0 in the ACC, and they tore up Duke at home, you know, by 28, 29 points, and they're on a great roll. If I put them up against anybody right now in one game, if they had to go play, I'd take Miami.
And I know in some preseason rankings, because normally in the ACC, which, as we know, Syracuse will be competing in next year, I think Louisville and some others as well. Pittsburgh, I believe.
Louisville is not coming next year, but the year after. And Pitt is going next year, I believe, with Syracuse.
You talk about a team that might make some noise, although traditionally they haven't under their coaches. But one team that doesn't get a lot of notoriety that was actually ranked in the preseason ahead of Syracuse in a lot of polls, the Wolfpack of North Carolina State.
Yeah, they you know, this was supposed to be their year to win the ACC, and right now I believe they're about 6-5 in ACC play, and they're not going to win the league this year. Kind of been a disappointing year for the Wolfpack of North Carolina State.
Well, I don't know about Wolfpacks, but we've got Lions and Golden Eagles here tonight. You know, the officials have done a pretty good job so far here tonight. They have not been getting much flack from the fans who are ready and willing to do so.
Yeah, you know, early on there was a bunch of fouls, but in that second quarter I think there's only 2 or 3 fouls committed the whole quarter. And I think the officials are doing what they need to do. They're letting both teams play, not calling the ticky-tack stuff and calling the obvious stuff. But, yeah, so far, you know, we haven't really seen too many complaints about the officiating.
By the way, if your favorite team in Section 5 advances to the sectional finals, those sectional finals will be played for the most part on Saturday, March 2nd. And also that date is a day that I will be going up to the Carrier Dome to see that rematch with Louisville.
Yeah, that's a noon game, and so I was looking, you know, obviously being a big Minders fan, Minders would play if they made the final 3 o'clock that Saturday. So
you've got it all planned out.
I get the Louisville game in and, you know, catch the Minders game hopefully afterwards up at the Blue Cross Arena. And Lyons and Clyde could possibly be playing geez, they must start at 11 and 1 would be, you know, Clyde could be playing at 11 and Lyons hopefully would be playing at 1.
Used to be a lot of fun going up there and watching 2, 3, 4 games.
Yep, it's a great time and look forward to it.
And we are underway. They were checking the scores table to make sure they had possession for the start of the second half correctly named. And it is Lions trailing for the only time tonight by a point, and with the ball, and bang, his 4th trifecta of the night, the sophomore Damon Hunter, who really led the way for Lions with 9 first-half points.
Yeah, big shot there to start the half, and Damon has really.
We got a foul.
I didn't agree with that call, Dave. It looked like a jump ball to me. Really nowhere to go, and they just grabbed the ball and end up with a foul on Veter there.
Yeah, tough angle for the official on that occasion.
But Damon Hunter, you know, he also got the start here. He didn't start the game, but he's starting for Damian Scott this half, and great move by Coach Young, paid off early.
Our only player in this low-scoring contest is Kennelly's shot is deflected, blocked from behind. Veter bounce pass, laid up and in on the feed to DJ Long.
Great start for Lions here to start the half, a 3-pointer. Then they had a nice block where Kennelly really had an open shot, and DJ Long was able to recover and get a hand on the ball.
There's the shot from the corner, won't go by Clyde's DeSano. Kept alive, the shot short again, inside, little head fake, up and in by Kennelly. He just gathered himself and went up strong.
Yeah, he can really clear some space down there. He's got a big body, and he put his butt right in there and got the rebound, went right back up and in.
Much like the round mound of rebound, known otherwise as the once great Charles Barkley. Nice turnaround jump hook by Trey Johnson.
Yeah, Lions 3 for 3 this half, and there's the scoring we've been looking for.
A lot more rapid pace to start the second half. Bang! The three ball is Clyde's Patrick Harper. And we got a quick timeout. We want to thank all our sponsors, Madej, Miris, and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys. If you've suffered a serious injury or accident and want personal professional attention, call the Finger Lakes Personal Injury Hotline at 315-568-0911 for a free, no-obligation phone consultation. Or visit them online at madejmirisricky.com. And speaking of Ricky, don't lose that number. Jimmy had 5 3 balls last night in that victory over Midlakes, I believe.
Yeah, he had a little slump there halfway through the season, but he bounced back nicely.
Inside feed, Johnson goes weak side, but his shot is missed, his second shot blocked, and here comes Clyde.
Kennelly kind of lost it off his leg there.
And crazy shot, but drawing contact. And actually, that's one of the things they tell you to do, too, when if you're not hitting the outside shots, take it strong to the hole.
Yeah, that was Damon Hunter again, and he has been hitting his outside shot there, and I thought he kind of maybe got bailed out there a little bit on that call. He seemed to be a little bit out of control. But the time before that, Lions did a nice, they took away the weak side help, and they threw a lob inside to Johnson. He had a nice look at the basket, just couldn't convert it.
Hunter connects at the free throw line. He unofficially, by our tabulation, has 13 of the Lions' 24 points. And make it 14. That first shot tried all kinds of ways to not go in, bouncing around 3 or 4 times before falling. And ever since then, he's been lighting it up.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. It's his first Lyons Clyde varsity game in Clyde, and he's been able to really show a lot of poise out there tonight for a sophomore.
So the drama building is the intensity in play, intensity remaining high, play picking up. And Clyde now trailing by 3 with the basketball. Kennelly wheeling out deep, shot clock down to 6. Inside, ill-advised pass swatted away. Here comes Hunter, laying it off, lay it up in. Nice pass.
Yeah, Lions really getting out and running this half. You didn't see a lot of transition points in that first half, but Lions got 6 points in transition here.
And offensive foul called, and that is number 3 if that's on DeSanto. And that will bring in Jomaine Bogan and send actually Kennelly to the bench. But that was, in fact, the 3rd foul.
Yeah, that's big. 3 fouls on DeSanto. He's their leading scorer tonight. And Coach Jackson choosing to leave him in there right now at the 5-minute mark of the 3rd period, if he indeed does have 3 fouls, which the scoreboard says he does. Nice play there by Trey Johnson stepping in, and I thought that was definitely a charge and a huge call.
Well, and DJ Long now with 4 baskets off the nice pass from Hunter, so he has 8 points. The majority, only 3 players have scored for Lions as I look at my scoring column, and what do we got? The official has not called a foul, but he stopped play to check something out.
I think he was anticipating a jump, and the ball kind of flew out, and he's going to make the right call, kind of inadvertent whistle there, and he's going to call a jump ball. Might have been to Clyde's advantage, because I think Lions might end up with a layup there if he didn't call that. To Clyde's advantage.
I don't know if this is the guy Clyde wants bringing the ball up court, but Bogan handles the pressure.
Yeah, for a 6'5" kid, he seems to really handle the ball pretty well.
Molazani with it. Back to Bogan's inside. Now the outside shot rims out no. And Johnson really skied for that one. He can get up there. Taking it down court, leaves for Veter. 3 ball won't go.
Nice shot, though, there. Good look.
They now batted away. Oh, my. Oh, my. Action is stopped away from the basketball because the official more concerned with the conflict on the court.
Harper and Veter kind of got caught up there, and I don't think Harper liked it too much. I think he kind of took Veter down with him, and then the ref did a nice job stepping in and separated the two of them.
Well said.
It's just going to be play on here, and just make sure nothing happened there.
And really, you know, you might be a fan and not like that, but you're saying...
I think it was a good job by the ref.
I think so, too. Safety first.
Sure. You know, it's a heated game, and both good competitors. But the last time they had a nice penetration by Johnson, kicked out the Veter, wide open three, just wasn't able to knock it down. But Coach Young will take that look all game long.
Well, Trey Johnson has 4 points. Damon Hunter, leading scorer with 14, and DJ Long 8. While the scoring spread around much more for Clyde, with DeSantos 6 points, leading the way for them.
Yeah, I thought Johnson looks a lot more active this half for Lions. You know, he's getting some rebounds and getting out in the break, and really helping Lions out this half.
Driving it to the hole, but swatted away by Johnson.
I think Clyde needs to settle down and get the ball inside the Bogans. You know, he really killed him last year.
Well, this one is just grazing the rim, not from his optimum shooting area, but Clyde keeps it alive, and nothing but net with a 14-footer.
Good hustle there by Clyde, but you know, I think Lions is fine with Bogan shooting 18-footers. You know, they need to get him on the block, and you know, last year they got the ball inside to him quite a bit, and he really dominated the game. They're really quiet tonight.
Harper's basket brings them to within 3, gives him 7 on the night.
Looks like Clyde's playing a little zone here. Lions' quickness might have been affecting him a little bit, so Clyde's sitting back in the zone.
So Damon, outside Veter, settles, can't get it to go. A tough night for the senior so far.
Yeah, he had a great look at that, and unfortunately went in and out on him.
Good shot. You want to keep shooting those. Back irons for Clyde, and Lions comes the other way. Hunter could have been called for steps. Finds Veter. Going to drive it to the hole, and we got steps called. And a couple substitutions for both teams.
Yeah, I thought Veter might have had a look at a 3 there, but he hasn't really hit one tonight. So he went with the drive and kind of got hung up there a little bit.
And maybe, as I was saying earlier about another player, or players in general, he wanted to try to make something happen with the drive.
Yeah.
And he'll get probably a good idea. Give him a minute or two to rest on the bench, and I'm sure he'll be back in there. Well, we got Talking Local Hoops coming up. That was just showing on the, what night is that, Thursday night?
Tomorrow night at 9 o'clock is the Upstate Hoops show. Ooh.
I presume it's, you guys probably won't be wearing Louisville red, though, will you, for Valentine's Day?
No. Sure we'll be clad in our orange. And then we follow that with Upstate Orange at 10 o'clock, which focuses on Syracuse basketball.
And I may have to make the trek in from Ovid on Sunday selection evening to talk with you guys. That might be fun.
Thought, we kind of talk about the refs a little bit, and I thought they missed one there where Lions had a clean steal and probably 2 points going the other way, but they called the reach in.
Now we see full court pressure. Lions just gets it in to beat the 5 count.
Yeah, Lions, Clyde typically likes to press. They started out with it early, then they kind of got away from it.
And you can't dribble through 5 people too often. And Lions very fortunate to keep possession.
Yeah, it's hard to press Lions. They really got 5 guys who can, for the most part, handle the ball decently, and so they're kind of a hard team to press.
Coming down to the 2.5-minute mark of a tense Wayne County championship battle to end the regular seasons. 2.5 minutes in the third quarter, that is. 27-24 Lions. Looping it inside, and a nice move, shielding the defender with his body as he spun.
DJ Long really using his athletic ability, went up and scored on Fanil.
So Long goes into double figures with that hoop. Again, only 3 players have scored the entire evening for Lyons, but it's enough to give their team a 5-point lead, make it a 3-point lead.
That, go inside right there to Bogans, and that was an easy 2-pointer for him.
You've been calling for that.
Lyons handled the pressure nicely there.
Scott, and now, tough call. Could have gone either way, although I'm not sure the feet were set, but certainly the Lions player was out of control. But Johnson will get a chance to shoot a pair.
There's the inside hoop to Bogans, and that's easy too for Clyde if they want to keep going there. In that last call, I thought Johnson was a little out of control and kind of got bailed out on the block call.
And Johnson 1 out of 4 so far. Excuse me, 1 out of 3. From the foul line, he'll be taking the second attempt here on this trip to the line.
I think Lyons is 3 for 7 for the game, so they got to get that percentage up. Now make that 3 for 8.
In a game like this, and there's a steal, they get another chance with it. Stop and pop. In and out. Lyons gets another possession. Dieter right back in the contest.
Yeah, another nice look there by Johnson. Just these rims seem a little tight tonight. They're not getting any rolls really. Cam DeSanto back in the game for Clyde, and Harper takes a break, and Canale continues to sit.
So Lyons with the ball, and nice block. That was DeSanto, despite the 3 fouls, perfect block. Gets the ball back and off it, gets hacked hard. And I think that Trey Johnson a little upset with the block on the other end.
Yeah, I think that was the case down at the other end. Trey's used to catching that at the foul line and just turning and jumping over people and getting the shot off. But, DeSanto's 6'4", 6'5", and he was able to stuff him. And then Johnson was looking for a little payback down at this end. But, he got a lot of ball there. Hit him with the body kind of, though.
And the foul effective because the most DeSanto's going to get out of this is 1 point as he misses the first free throw. We talked about free throws early being a factor. And it's proving to be.
Yeah, neither team's shooting great. Clyde's 4 for 7, so that's not too bad. It's above 50% at least. And Lyons came back with Damon Hunter, which I think is a good move. He's really been their spark plug tonight, and he's really handled the ball well.
Minute 26 remaining in the third quarter. 29-26 Lions. Molisani has DeSanto for the second of 2 free throws and misses them both. Veter will get over the midcourt stripe. Both coaches. Tim Jackson got rid of the coat, now the tie is off. I don't blame him. Inside, dangerous pass, and it was picked off.
Yeah, Clyde was in the zone, and Hunter thought he saw a lane there, and it wasn't there. I thought he had Veter open on the wing for a possible 3.
Better watch out with a left arm there, a little push off. And they called actually a push off inside. I was talking about the guard play out front.
Canale using his off arm there a little bit and fended off the defender, but Lyons had that covered anyway on the lob. They had help side defense coming over just as you should.
So Tom Canale, 4 points, well under his average. I would think he's averaging in the high teens. Had some big games this year. Has a second personal foul. Shot clock at 15. Game clock at 33. Little head fake. Shot clock down to 5. Driving through traffic, leaves for Veter. 3-pointer, short. On line, but short. Stolen by Lyons. And then stolen back by Clyde. Button. Who's got the button? 10 seconds left, a chance to come within 1 or tie with a 3-pointer. Canale loses the handle out of bounds.
Yeah, he had good position there. He was probably going to score, but he lost it when he was trying to gather himself and go up.
Was probably salivating because he had such great position, and just, it's kind of like that receiver who looks to run with the football before he catches it.
Yeah, he finally got the ball down there in a good position to score.
Lions with 3 seconds left, and the ball is stripped. No shot goes off. We've come to the end of 3 in a wild and woolly affair. from Clyde, New York. The Golden Eagles trailing by 3, 29-26. Back with more right after this.
Attention Finger Lakes residents, have you been injured and deserve compensation? Call Madej, Maris, and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys. Your case deserves personal attention. At Madej, Maris, and Ricky, they know you by name, not just a number on a folder. Call the Finger Lakes Personal Injury Hotline at 315-568-0911. That's 315-568-0911. Madej, Maris, and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys.
The Newark Pilots. See tomorrow's Major League stars today. For more information, go to newarkpilots.com.
1 quarter of basketball remaining as we look into some of the crowd here. The younger, there are some graybeards here as well. Packed house at Clyde-Savannah. What's going to happen in this 4th quarter, or what's going to determine the outcome of this close game in a low-scoring contest?
I think just whoever is able to run their offense best. Neither team has really settled into a great offensive mode here tonight. And, Lyons was able to get out in transition there in that 3rd quarter, and they scored 13 points after only having 16 at halftime. So, I think Clyde needs to take care of the ball, and they got to find Damon Hunter. And I think for Clyde, they need to get the ball inside to Canale and Bogans, and I think that's the key for them to win.
They have not done a great job of doing that. I would say the team with fewer turnovers and makes the most free throws is going to come out the victor here tonight. And driving the lane and blocked by Bogans with a sprawling burger.
Yeah, and Damon Hunter shows great ability to get to the hole, and that time Bogans came over and swatted it with 2 hands.
Although Bill Russell often did and spoke of, block the shot, but not into the 2nd row. Keep it in bounds so your team has a chance to go the other way.
Yeah, I think Bogans will send a little bit of a message there.
And poor pass results in our first turnover of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and that's great help side defense by Clyde. Bogans came over from the backside and tipped it away from Trey Johnson.
Canale trying to make things happen, bottled up, gets rid of the basketball. Swinging it, wide open player in the game. It's going to be short by Jason Doig. What a play, but it can't connect. But the foul-up weak side putback is good by DJ Long.
Yeah, we got Trey Johnson and DJ Long on the break, 2 great jumpers. And Trey kind of was a little hard on the alley-oop, but DJ cleaned it up.
Bogans screaming for the ball a moment ago. Now he gets it, but not in good as position.
Oh.
But he gets hacked in the act. And Johnson, with a foul, did not like the call. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, I think he thought he got all ball on that. Didn't have a great angle on it, but he wasn't happy, and I know the ref talked to him a little bit. He kind of slammed the ball down there, but hopefully he'll get back under control here.
So Bogans, who's 2 for 4 from the line, 4 points total in the game, at the line shooting 2. And they're down 5. A game like tonight as he misses yet another free throw. A 5-point lead. I think that's the largest we've had tonight, and seems pretty large, just the way this game has been paced.
Yeah, it does. Obviously a low-scoring game, and a 5-point lead might seem like 10 in a game like this where the scoring's been so low. And Clyde really has gone cold from the free throw stripe here.
And again, 0 for 2 from the line.
I think they've missed their last 5 free throw attempts.
Lions will zip it around the perimeter. Now a little stop and pop mid-range jumper won't go, and Clyde comes the other way.
Good look by Johnson. Used the pump fake, got a wide open jumper, just didn't knock it down.
DeSanto will drive, throws up a runner in the lane. It's good.
Tough shot by DeSanto, and Johnson was lucky to avoid his 4th foul there.
8 for DeSanto on the night, and a 3-point lead for Lions. 2 minutes into quarter number 4. Veeder gets the 3 ball, and it was a critical moment for that one, and a timeout on the court.
Yeah, it's a huge shot for a 4-year starter, and just puts him up 6 here with 6 minutes to go.
Well, both his father and uncle, fine high school players. Of course, Steve, the former Lions head coach and athletic director, and when you know what you're supposed to do and have played basketball for a long time, Matt, shooters, good shooters, whether they're 7 for 8 or 0 for 10, keep on shooting when they have the open looks.
Yeah, if Devin's open, he's got to take that three. He's really the only three-point threat Lyons has. And so when he's open, he's got to shoot it, even though I think he's 0 for 4 or 5 so far tonight. He's had a couple go in and out, and he stepped up and hit a big shot there.
And I think we may have had a 6-point lead earlier, but I'm certain we haven't had anything more than that. I thought it was 5, but that 3 ball, just when you felt it kind of momentum turning slightly the other way,
yeah,
a big basket.
Lozano had hit a 2 down that way, then Veter came back with the big 3 and 6-point lead here. Lyons showing a little half-court pressure, kind of token pressure.
And they break it nicely. Open look, high arching shot is good! Danielle with a 3 ball. And another timeout. Yeah, the 3 ball, it's an automatic timeout.
I guess so, and Lyons dropped back into a little bit of a zone defense here, and I mentioned earlier their zone hasn't been too active, and I think they're better off staying in the man-to-man and just helping on the big guys inside, because Clyde seems to like to play against the zone and when they're not being pressured by that Lyons quickness as much.
Well, Generations Bank, the thing you value in a bank are the deeply rooted values they've held for more than 140 years. Learn more at mygenbank.com. Check out their new mobile banking app. Search for Generations Bank in the App Store on your Android or iPhone. Again, one of the sponsors helping us to bring you this Wayne County League Championship game between these two arch rivals on Route 31, right? I got the routes right? Okay.
That's right. Just up the town road from each other.
So on the last 2 possessions, each team has hit a 3 ball, and the score with 5.5 remaining, Lyons the ball and the 3-point lead.
Yeah, really a huge shot there from Fineo for Clyde. He misses that. Lyons gets the rebound, up 6 with the ball, and now it's a 3-point game, and puts a little bit of pressure on Lyons to score here.
Man-to-man, inside, long time in the 3-second lane, and firing it up, but the shot clock violation, and they said the shot occurred, or the rebound occurred before the shot clock horn went off. Lozano can't get it to go, and Lyons gets another chance.
Yeah, I think Clyde had trailed the ball before the shot clock went off.
Bounce pass, open man, corner, Johnson can't get it. Nice offensive rebound, great yeoman's effort by Tony Franklin.
Yeah, they missed Veter on the kick out there too. He was open for 3, and he was asking for it.
Franklin on the left wing. Shot clock at 24.5 remaining in regulation. This game has a bit of the feel of overtime to it, Matt.
Yeah, it's looking that way here.
That's botting up. Canale didn't believe it, but it seemed obvious from here.
Yeah, Canale, he obviously has a quickness disadvantage there with Hunter, and Hunter's the one kid for Lyons who can really get his own shot whenever he wants it. It seems like very quick, and he's got a nice 3-pointer. He's able to get to the hole as well.
So Hunter, who lit it up earlier in the contest with 4 3 balls inbounds, and this is Veter.
Yeah, I think they've been doing a good job of keeping a good eye on Hunter after he had that 4 3-pointers.
Excellent man-to-man defense, nearly a turnover. Veter open 3, Watts fires, bullseye!
Great shot by Veter there, and Coach Zach Young's trying to pump up the crowd a little bit over there.
Veter with some ice water running through those veins in spite of the slow start.
That was a hard shot. He really wasn't set. He kind of twisted in the air and knocked down a long 3-pointer.
Johnson reverse layup up and in.
Bogans, yeah. And that seems like that's all day long if they get him the ball.
Has not had enough touches tonight.
I would agree with that.
4-point lead for the Lions with 3.5 remaining. Veter wanted it there. He would have had an open 3 look, and his teammate takes a 3 from the corner and it won't go. Here comes Clyde. This is Bogan, has it stripped by Veter. The Lions comes the other way down court quickly. Lay it up. Yes!
And one.
And a foul. Tony Franklin on the fast break. And you may want to mark that one down with 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. It looked like Bogan was going to get a second consecutive field goal.
Yeah.
And
Beater hustled back, stripped him, and came out to Damon Hunter. I thought he was going to throw it to Johnson and kind of switched in midair and threw it over to Franklin. And Franklin couldn't complete the and one, though.
that almost had side spin as far as the rotation to it.
Yeah, Lyons really needs to get back here, though.
The shot won't go. Getting his own rebound and short on the putback was Harper. And now team's playing a little out of control, much like they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, and Trey likes to do that. He gets the rebound and goes, so you kind of live and die with it. And that time he over-dribbled a little bit and tried to get rid of it and was tipped away from him.
They go in the corner with it. In some trouble, but they'll spread it out again.
Clyde needs to get it into Bogans.
Bogan standing 15 feet away from the hoop. The nice effort by DeSanto, who's played a solid game. We got another timeout. 35 for the Eagles, who just scored, trailing by 4 with 2:20 remaining. Matt, things are heating up, and they're hot from the onset.
Great finish to the game here, and that time DeSanto was just able to use it. He's 6'5". He kind of just was able to reach over DJ Long and grab that rebound and put it back in. A huge hoop for Clyde here to cut it down the floor with 2:20 remaining.
As we approach 9 p.m., we look at the sectional points in Class C2. Matt?
Yeah, Lions sitting at a 3 seed right now, and it looks like if they win this, they'll probably remain in that 3 spot, and if they lose, they could possibly drop down as low as number 5, possibly, with Perry and York moving up.
Depending on what happens, of course, with York and Perry.
With everybody else.
It's a +5, -5 when you play a team in Class C in your own class.
Yep.
And in Class C3, we see Clyde-Savannah securing that 1 spot.
Yeah, Clyde's got to get that number 1 seed, win or lose this game, and Honeywell's still listed there as the 4, but as we know, they're not going to be playing there. So I think Dundee's moved up to that 4 spot.
And only 4 teams, the lowest 4 seeded teams in Class C3 will be playing. So I don't know if you really call that a bye or not.
Right. Looks like Clyde's coming out man-to-man here.
The defense has been tremendous throughout most of the game.
Yeah, I think Hunter has a real... They're kind of playing a matchup zone, really. They're letting... got it inside, but Clyde's height...
We're under 2 minutes in the contest. Lions with the ball, 4-point lead. Veter, pump fake, gets it inside, little runner, no. Rebound saved, shot clock still running. The bomb won't go. Had to shoot it up because the shot clock had not reset, and then a reach-in foul. Not a good foul.
Not 1-on-1 yet for Clyde, so not a horrible foul, but you don't want to see a foul committed, 90 feet away from their opponent's basket.
But I was about to say, as DJ Long committed the foul, the way teams have been shooting foul shots, it may not matter.
That's true too. And nice recognition there by Damon Hunter. He had to shoot that 3 and got a nice look off. Lions just needs to play solid defense here and not commit any more fouls.
Bogans wants to take it the distance, and he goes up too hard. And he forced that a little bit, and then a Clyde foul.
I think that's going to put Lions shooting 1-on-1 here.
Well, Bogan frustrated that he hasn't had more offensive touches, but an ill-advised drive on that possession, and everything magnified in such a low-scoring, tight contest.
Yeah, he got. I didn't think that was a terrible shot for him. He, wasn't able to hit the layup there, but they're giving the ball up top. I put him down on the post and let the guards enter into him. Kind of do a high-low with maybe him and DeSanto, and they're both 6'5", and they haven't had a lot of touches inside. A lot of that credit goes to the Lions. They've really been helping in on the inside players tonight.
Well, stop the presses as Trey Johnson hits 2 free throws. He scored the first point of the game with a free throw, and then had missed 3, and now he hits 2 to lead back to 6. It's getting critical with 1:20 remaining. Clyde needs a hoop. They can't get it on the 3 ball by DeSanto, and Lions and the diminutive, lightning-quick Damon Hunter has the basketball.
Clyde's going to start fouling right away, and not sure, Damon Hunter is a sophomore, but he seems to have a pretty good stroke. Not sure what he shoots from the free throw line, but I'm sure Coach Young doesn't mind seeing him go there. Again, I was surprised Lyons went back in that zone a little bit, and DeSanto got a wide open three, just wasn't able to knock it down.
And again, you wonder what would have happened if that foul shot by that first field goal attempt for three, which hit about 4 different ways before falling, if it had fallen out instead of in.
Yeah.
Because he's been in a low-scoring affair. Does this kind of lighten it up?
Yeah, he's been feeling it ever since.
He's got 15, game's leading scorer.
Nice looking stroke at the free throw line as well.
And Clyde down by 8, the largest deficit for either team with just 1 minute left. Bogan looks for help. Tied up, the clock keeps running, 55 seconds. Open underneath, but they couldn't find him. Open three ball, corner, short, tapped up, but Hunter comes away with a loose ball and he's fouled. And Lyons, stranger things have happened with 47 seconds left, but they are in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I think the crowd's starting to recognize it and starting to acknowledge the great effort from Lyons tonight. And really surprised, Canale's been on the bench for the last 3 or 4 minutes here. Not sure how much that ankle's bothering him, but really not a factor tonight.
Well, the coffee shops, as we're going to have a Lions timeout, the coffee shops will be bursting with energy and bragging rights by one of these Wayne County teams tomorrow.
Yeah, and Lions going to tie for the league here tonight, and I'm sure Clyde's going to be disappointed. They still get a share of the league title, but they lose on their senior night at home to a Lions team playing without Mussolino. I'm sure it's going to be a big disappointment for the Clyde team. Right now, Coach Young, I'm sure he's talking to his team saying, don't commit fouls, play smart, and the game's over. As long as Lions plays this out with some intelligence here, this game's all over.
Hitting the foul shots and fewer turnovers. Of course, if the scoreboard is correct, Lions with 3 timeouts, Clyde with 2. They obviously have to hope for some Lions misses and some quick scores of their own and use those timeouts for setting up that pressure defense.
Yeah, like I said, barring a miracle, I think this game is pretty much wrapped up for Lions right now. Up 8, going up to shoot a one-on-one with 45 seconds to go.
So at the line, arguably the star of tonight's contest, certainly one of them, but he misses the free throw there, is Hunter. They have put the jinx on him, and what a nice hustle by Hunter.
Yeah, I think he knew he missed that foul shot, and he went after it, and Johnson got his hands on it first, then Hunter got on the floor for it.
The sophomore from Lyons.
Gives Clyde a little bit of life there, missing the front end.
The Eagles have had some open looks here in this fourth quarter, but nothing has dropped in the last, well, let's see. They started the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Lions just needs to drop back here and not give up the quick, easy one.
They don't have to take 3 balls, and we got a foul called on Veter. He's upset with the call.
I think he was just a little excited there.
Or they called a jump ball.
Yeah.
So
he had his hand right on top of the ball. They called the jump, and Veter was pretty psyched up about it.
And time running out on the homestand Golden Eagles. Happy to be here tonight. Appreciate all the efforts of our owner, producer, director. We got Jim Sinacropi and, of course, cameraman Jeremy Hunt. And a quick Clyde foul. Well, the pass is zipped out of bounds. That adrenaline has not settled down too much for players from either team.
Yeah, and really the you talked about it earlier, Damon Hunter, the sophomore, really been a big difference maker tonight. Although now he can't make a free throw.
And as poor of a shooting night, although they were good looks as Veter had, those 2 3 balls he hit were monstrously large.
Yeah, I would say that's the biggest difference in the game. The 4-year starter, Devin Veter, hit 2 huge threes and gave Lions a nice little cushion.
And that's going to be an interesting, they called the intentional foul. It's one thing to reach in, but to just literally grab the jersey of a player in front of you. on the run.
Obviously that's the last thing that Lyons wanted to do right there was commit an intentional foul.
Yeah, you wonder why.
I think he got beat and he just wanted to commit a foul for some reason, which I'd still make Clyde go to the basket and score. If nothing else, you're going to make them waste more time. But now they're going to get 2 foul shots, which, Fanil just missed the first one, and they're going to get the ball back as well. But
is he the captain?
Who's that?
Captain and Fanil?
I'm
sorry about that.
I think you're dating me, Dave.
I am.
All right. But he missed them both, so no harm done apparently. And Lions with a 9-point lead here with 28 seconds to go.
It kind of threw me. I was thinking the other team did that at first. The bomb will not go, and this one we have another quick whistle. But with 20 seconds left, the lead 9, and tight all night into these last few minutes. Lions is going to share the Wayne County League Championship with their rivals here from Clyde. Both teams, apparently, if things pan out here for the final 20 seconds, will have won on the other's home court.
Yeah, kind of unusual, but Lions came in here tonight and really played a great game. And, Clyde was limited. Again, with, Canale just not being a factor. That ankle must be bothering him, or he just wasn't into the game tonight. Not exactly sure what was going on there. But Lions was able to come away here with a, it's going to 10-point lead.
And the 3 ball is short. And Lions, and nice layup going high was Trey Johnson. He didn't try to do too much with it. That puts him in double figures. And at the buzzer, the shot is short, and Lions avenges the earlier season loss and shares the Wayne County League title with the Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagles.
Yeah, great effort by Lions.
We will come back to have our post-game show. May or may not have an interview. And we'll try to get a couple of the players perhaps. But right now we're going to break back. And you get to hear from some of the people that make tonight's broadcast possible.
Attention Finger Lakes residents, have you been injured and deserve compensation? Call Madej, Maris, and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys. Your case deserves personal attention. At Madej, Maris, and Ricky, they know you by name, not just a number on a folder. Call the Finger Lakes Personal Injury Hotline at 315-568-0911. That's 315-568-0911. Madej, Maris, and Ricky, your hometown personal injury attorneys.
Come out to the incredible Colburn Park for a new season of Pilots baseball and new memories for the whole family. It's a true family value. The Newark Pilots. See tomorrow's Major League stars today. For more information, go to newarkpilots.com.
The most valuable things are always passed down from generation to generation. It's true for your family, and it's true for our bank. For more than 140 years at Generations Bank, we've greeted you by name, planned with you for the future, and stood by you when you needed a hand. It's what we do, and what we'll continue to do for generations into the future. We might look different now, but in the important ways, we're exactly like we've always been. Stop in your local branch or go to mygenbank.com.
Dave Barnick, along with Matt Verkey, Jeremy Hunt, Jim Sinacropi, and happy to have with us the sophomore from Lyons, New York, Damon Hunter. Damon, first of all, congratulations. Great victory to secure half the league title with your arch rivals from Clyde. What was the difference tonight?
Well, we just tried to go out and go as hard as we could. We lost by 8 last time, so we had to come through and play defense.
Well, defense, both teams, I mean, for a while, I thought the first team who hit 20 points might win this game. Nobody could seem to get going earlier. Do you think everybody was so amped up so much it was just hard to get started?
Yeah, it's just trying to do what you got to do, but it's all about the team.
Well, let me ask you, Damon, you hit that first three-pointer, and that ball bounced up, around, on, over the rim, and through. Was that a confidence booster? Because after that, You went on to hit 3 more threes and finished with, let's see, 12, 14, 16, 17 points.
Well, I wish it would have just went in, but it does what it has to do.
Tell me what has led to the success of your team this year. The leadership of the seniors, the coaching efforts. What do you attribute the efforts of the victories and the success to?
Well, I have to do what I have to do. I'm not a starter, so I have to play hard for my team.
Well, we wish you luck. How do the sectionals look to you guys coming up?
Well, we have to go through there with a good head, and we have to win it all.
Well, the folks from Lyons will look forward to seeing you the rest of this season and a couple more thereafter.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations to you and the entire Lyons Ball Club.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. That is Damon Hunter, one of our stars of the game tonight for the Lyons.
Thanks.
Okay, and we appreciate Damon's effort here tonight, and have a good night again. Okay, Matt, we're going to sum things up here rather quickly, and it looked like down the stretch, Lyons defense continued. They put together some good offensive sets. Veter hit a couple of huge threes. Hunter was solid. They only had 5 players score, and pulled away from a Clyde team that most people thought would win at home.
Yeah, I think people are a little bit surprised by this outcome, maybe, but Lyons, I think they really won this game at the defensive end, holding a pretty good Clyde team to 35 points, and they didn't allow Clyde to really use their inside guys and their height advantage like they did last year. When I watched this game, and Bogans wasn't a big factor tonight. Canale wasn't a big factor. They're two big kids inside. And, I think Clyde kind of settled for some jump shots instead of getting the ball inside. But you got to credit Lyons and, Damon Hunter, who we just saw, hit 4 3-pointers. And like you mentioned, Veter's 2 threes I thought were huge. And Lyons got out in transition there in the second quarter and in the second half. And I thought that was the difference in the game.
Sure. Let's get Zach Young in. And Zach, Dave Barnick, Finger Lakes 1. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The adrenaline seemed to be running high for both teams for a long time, leading to lots of ragged play early.
It's the same way we played them the first time. We had 30 turnovers the first time we played them. So I don't think we had nearly as many tonight. I thought we did a better job versus their pressure. That bothered us a lot the second time. And the young man you just talked to, he helped us quite a bit. He wasn't with us early, and he was with us the second game. He didn't play the first game. We brought him up from JV, and he helped us a lot with that, and our kids kept their composure, and we found a way to win. We didn't really execute a whole lot of stuff like we'd like to, but found a way to win and made some shots at the end.
Well, the big guys, notably Bogan and Canale, did not have a lot of success, didn't get as many touches, were denied the ball quite a bit, and that may have assisted in this victory tonight as well.
Yeah, we mixed it up a little bit, but we were mostly man in the half court, and we just said, we're not as tall and strong as them, so we just tried to front. And if they threw it over and they made a perfect pass, we were hoping to have help side, and they got a couple on us, but overall I thought we did a pretty good job with their inside game. I don't know how many points in the paint they had, but I don't think it was that many.
Well, we also thought that Dylan Veter, while having a tough shooting night early, there were good shots, and the senior came through with 2 huge threes at critical moments.
He got his feet set on the first one, and then the second one that's a big time shot. He was shot clock running down, stepping back, and I'm very happy for Devin. He's probably one of my favorite kids I've ever coached, and it's just very, very nice for him to have his last game versus Clyde in the regular season, end like that.
Well, you guys share the championship with Clyde.
Yeah.
What do you think the odds are of each getting a sectional title coming up here in the next 2 to 3 weeks?
I think it would be fun. Let's play. It's 1-1. That'd be awesome. We'll probably get to play on a bigger court. They should play it somewhere between Lyons and Clyde.
So
it would make sense, but we have our work cut out for us. Our bracket's very difficult, but we certainly helped ourselves tonight with hopefully a little easier quarterfinal game.
Well, in your tenure here, you've established yourself as one of the fine coaches in all of Section 5, and a intense nail biter tonight. But You got the victory. The grumbling will be at the Clyde coffee shops tomorrow. The bragging rights to Lions in this one, and a great season, continued success.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to many more victories by both Clyde and Lions. Of course, that was Coach Zach Young, and we're going to wrap things up here. Final comments, Matt?
Just congratulations to Coach Young and the Lions. A hard-fought victory for them, and a big momentum. Great momentum going in the sectionals here. I'm sure after beating, a previously once beaten Clyde team, they're feeling pretty good about themselves, and it also, will keep them at that 2 seed for sectionals, I believe. So, a huge game for Lions, and heading into the sectionals, a lot of momentum, and I think the emergence of Damon Hunter was key tonight, and if Coach Young can get the kids to play this hard every night, I think they're going to have a shot at a sectional title.
A couple of 1968 graduates of Clyde-Savannah, friends of mine to the right, talking to Steve Veter, Dylan's dad, and was that 1968 or 1868? Not sure, but I would just like to say, first of all, thanks to the entire crew, starting with Brendan Harrington and Kevin Korzaneski, yourself. A pleasure to have worked with you, and
great work with you.
Almost as much of a pleasure it was when you were scoring all those hoops for Minders. Our outstanding cameraman by Jeremy Hunt, and of course our leader, the leader of the pack, owner, producer, director Jim Sinacropi. So speaking for the broadcast crew here tonight as we end our regular seasons of broadcasts, this is Dave Barnick saying the final score from Clyde: the Lions 47, Clyde-Savannah Eagles 35. 12-point victory. Have a great Valentine's Day, and may the force be with each of you. Good night.
Good night.